In a twist that has reignited old debates, former British Prime Minister Tony Blair, 72, is emerging as a frontrunner to lead a transitional authority in Gaza following a potential ceasefire in Israel's war with Hamas. Reports from Israeli and US media in late September revealed White House support for a plan where Blair would helm an international body, backed by the UN and Gulf states, to govern the devastated enclave for up to 5 years, before handing power to a reformed Palestinian Authority. The proposal, linked to incoming US President Donald Trump's day after blueprint, envisions an immediate ceasefire, hostage releases, and Israeli withdrawal, but notably sidelines the current Palestinian Authority initially. Blair's office confirmed his involvement through the Tony Blair Institute for Global Change, a global advisory firm he founded in 2016, which has been crafting Gaza reconstruction strategies. "We would not support any proposal that displaces the people of Gaza," a spokesperson stated, emphasizing economic revival and security. Blair's improbable comeback traces back to his meteoric rise. Born in Edinburgh in 1953, he entered politics as a barrister with a charismatic flair, joining the Labour Party in 1975. By 1983, he was a member of parliament, navigating the party's shift from socialism to centrism. In 1994, following John Smith's death, Blair became the youngest prime minister in nearly 2 centuries at age 43, leading Labour to a landslide victory in 1997 after 18 years of conservative rule. His decade in Downing Street blended triumph and tragedy. Domestically, Blair's New Labour modernized Britain, devolution to Scotland and Wales, the minimum wage, and NHS investments slashed child poverty. But foreign policy defined and scarred his legacy. Unwavering alliance with US President George W. Bush culminated in the 2003 Iraq invasion, justified on flawed intelligence about weapons of mass destruction. The war, which toppled Saddam Hussein but unleashed chaos, insurgency, and over 100,000 civilian deaths, branded Blair a war criminal in Arab eyes and eroded his popularity at home. The 2016 Chilcot inquiry lambasted the decision as rushed, without peaceful alternatives exhausted. Post-premiership, Blair pivoted to diplomacy. Appointed Middle East envoy for the Quartet, US, EU, UN, Russia, in 2007, he served until 2015, focusing on Palestinian economic development and Gulf ties. Respected by leaders in Saudi Arabia and the UAE for his pragmatism, he was accused by Palestinians of tilting toward Israel, exacerbating the 2007 Hamas-Fatah split that isolated Gaza. He was more sympathetic to Israel, Palestinian officials complained, and Blair later admitted regret over not engaging Hamas earlier. Since 2007, Blair has amassed a fortune, estimated at £60 million, through consulting for governments and firms like JP Morgan and Kazakhstan's regime. His institute, now a 700-staff powerhouse, advises on AI, climate, and governance, including an April 2025 critique of fossil fuel limits as doomed to fail. Knighted in 2022 as Sir Tony, he remains a polarizing figure, Labour icon to some, Iraq architect to others. As Gaza talks intensify, Blair's dual-edged sword, decades of shuttle diplomacy versus invasion baggage, looms large. Proponents see a steady hand for stability, detractors fear another Western imposition fueling resentment. With UN resolutions clashing against Trump's vision, Blair's next chapter could redefine his enigmatic career, or bury it.
Network 18 decimates Times Internet with over 6 times more unique users on social media. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks, way ahead of the times.